You're tuned into the P. Wright Show on 89.5 FM WSKB, and right about now we got Sincere, part of the duo the Hashassins, straight out of Westfield, Massachusetts. What's good, man?
What up, y'all? Sincere here, one half of the Hashassins. Shout out to William Wallace, the other half, out in Boston, doing his thing.
Hell yeah, man. It's a pleasure to have you come down to the station, man, on this fine spring night, man. How you liking the weather, man?
Oh, I'm loving it. It's long overdue.
Hell yeah.
That's for sure.
I agree, man. It's been a long winter, man, but during that time period, you guys were busy, making music, doing shows.
Yes, sir.
Just late March, we saw y'all at the Raven out of Worcester, along with ESP and Sean Byrne, man. You guys were rocking the stage, and y'all killed it, man.
Thank you.
And we're going to get on to that a little bit later on into the show, but, man, how'd you come up with the name Sincere, man? I mean, because it's a very sincere, title, like, no joke there, but legit, man,
Yeah.
really stands for something. It's blunt, you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah, for sure. Well, I actually got it from, have you ever seen Belly? The movie Belly?
I've heard of it.
With Nas and DMX?
Yeah,
well,
yeah.
Nas's nickname in the in the movie is actually Sincere.
Oh,
And that's where I
okay.
got it from, actually. But I really like it because it's pretty simple. Like, it has a nice ring to it, and like I'm a pretty real person. I'm like sincere with the way I communicate with people and stuff. So that's why I chose it, really.
Just believe, it just describes you perfectly, man. And
Yeah,
that's
yes,
that's why I think an alias should be for an MC, man. So
doubt.
that's dope, man. So you're coming sincerely into the hip hop game, man, with legit music. We played a few tracks by y'all earlier, and I'm about to play another track by you. I believe it's the Love track that you made. I can't think of the whole title right now.
That Love?
Yeah, that love.
Oh yeah, that's like my one single I got.
Hell yeah, man. And we gonna play that a little later into the song, man. And that's a real dope track. At what age did you get into hip-hop music and you start writing your lyrics, would you say?
Well, I've been into hip-hop for a while now. Probably since I was like 10, 11 years old, something like that.
Oh, all right.
And I just started writing lyrics, like, it's probably been like 2 years now, something like that.
Yeah.
Around there. Never really got seriously into it until we dropped our first EP, which was in December of 2013. And after that, it's history, man.
Absolutely, man. Hey, you guys are young talent, man. 18 years old, right? Is that correct?
I'm 20, actually.
20.
Yeah, Will's 19.
19.
So we're still young.
All right, man. Not as young as I thought you guys were, but still, All right, sweet, man. But still, man, very young to get your foot in the game. You guys are already out there doing your thing. And when did you exactly meet up with William, man?
Well, I've known Will since like 7th grade, I think.
Just through going to school together?
Yeah. North Middle.
and did you guys have the same interest with hip-hop music?
At the time, not really. We were actually both sort of into like more of the rock type music, really.
And what would you say William became not to like speak for him, but became involved with the hip-hop music, and you guys came together. You're like, yo, there's something that we enjoy doing. We both can spit, man. We can lay it down and collaborate with something great.
Yeah, well, at first we didn't take it seriously like at all. I started a little bit before him, and I was trying to start a duo with my friend Matt Croca back in the day, but that never ended up working out. And Willie was like, because at first what he loved to do back in the day was he would look up the lyrics to a song, and then he would play the beat, and then he would literally just like rap the lyrics. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just like see how he sounds, and like that's how he started off actually, like getting interested in writing his own lyrics and stuff. And one day we were just chilling at my house, and we were like, why don't we just write a song together? And then after that, we just started kicking it, and our friendship became, like, we got so much more tight after we started writing together and stuff. And that was it, really. And then he met, the person that we recorded with first, who was Josh Salinas, and he's out in Otis. We've pretty much done all of our music with him, except for like the past couple months we've sort of taken a different direction. But forgot where I was even going with this.
What's the direction that you guys have taken now so far? Because I know you were telling me a little bit earlier, you guys kind of moved on from recording at your place to doing bigger things.
Well, I'm actually attending the Recording Connection Audio Institute, and I'm getting my degree in audio production and hip-hop beat making.
Okay.
And it's an online-based thing, but what they do is they set you up with a mentor. And my mentor is out in Springfield, Massachusetts. His name's Doug Wallace. And I go out there every week, and he has his own professional studio at his own place, and he works with like Grammy-nominated artists. And you know what Crumb Snatch is?
I've heard of him before. I have.
He's a local legend. I'm pretty sure he lives in Westfield at the moment. Actually,
Oh.
yeah, he's worked with Gangstar, DJ Premier. He's done some good work. But,
Oh yeah, absolutely, man.
yeah, he hasn't came out with any music in I think 2 or 3 years, but he's coming back with like a comeback album, and he's recording the entire thing up at my mentor's studio
Oh
in Springfield.
wow.
Yeah, so hopefully I'll get a chance to meet him, maybe link up with him or something.
Definitely, man. That'd be dope, man.
Yeah, for sure.
That'd be dope. If you don't mind, man, do you mind speaking up into the mic a little bit more?
Oh yeah.
You can put it a little bit closer. Yeah,
No doubt.
man. You wherever more comfortable for you, man.
Yes, sir.
But yo, man, kicking straight knowledge here, man. Telling me a lot of, insider hip hop facts I didn't know, man, about the local scene right there. That's pretty fresh, man.
Word.
And so going into that, how is it being in the Westfield hip hop scene? I know the Western Mass hip hop scene, it's kind of starting to come up now, but I remember when I came here as a freshman out here at Westfield State, I had a hard time, like maybe it's because I wasn't from the area, but I had a hard time finding people that were as into hip hop as I was. But then eventually, as the years unfolded, I began to meet people, and then I kind of found out that this scene is pretty popping out here in the underground Central Mass.
Yeah,
Western.
surprisingly it is. I was the same way, actually. Like, I didn't really know too many local artists until this year. Like, ESP was probably the first artist that I've even connected with, like, around here. And and he's a huge inspiration. He's real nice.
Absolutely,
Shout out to
man.
ESP and Sean Byrne. He's also real dope.
Yeah, straight up Weapon ES, Mass
sir.
Rhymes, Sean Byrne, y'all.
No doubt. But what was the question again?
How do you feel about the Western Mass hip hop scene, Westfield hip hop scene?
Well, Westfield to me, I mean, I don't really know too many artists in Westfield, to be honest. Like, we're the only ones really in Westfield that are actually putting out music besides yourself, really. But that I know of, at least.
Yeah, no, I hear that, man. No, I agree, man. But all right, so what about for Western Mass?
Western Mass, it's surprisingly, like I said before, it's pretty good actually, and it's not too recognized in like the hip hop scene, like the mainstream hip hop scene. But I don't know, I've met a lot of dope local artists in the past year. It's crazy.
100%, man. And you guys do a lot of shows. So what are some upcoming shows that you guys got out here in Massachusetts?
We don't have much planned at the moment. Actually, we're trying to set some things up, but we should have a show out in Boston at Willie's school. They have their own venue, and they're doing like a 3-part hip hop night type thing.
Okay.
And they've already done the first 2, and we're supposed to be in the 3rd one, but it keeps getting pushed back and stuff. So not really sure where that's at.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm hoping to get some more under our belt.
I mean, shows are like that, man. First of all, they never start on time. That's one thing we all know. That's that's crazy thing
That's
about
for sure.
shows, man. And so, man, you guys out there trying to get shows under the belts, doing the works of making new music, whether it's at home or at the studio. And you guys also run your own entitled Soul School, which I heard on SoundCloud, where you got beats and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So could you tell us the scoop on what exactly Soul School is for those that may not know?
Well, Soul School Productions is actually like us as a production team, really, like making beats and stuff like that. But we're trying to expand it into like a Soul School like movement type thing, like Soul School Productions. And we also plan on opening our own studio at some point, or most likely going to call it Soul School Studios. So hopefully that'll take off, and we're both going to school to become sound engineers. He's also doing the entertainment business management side of it. Right. So, I mean, it's looking pretty good.
It sounds good to me, man.
Yeah,
I gotta
no
say,
doubt.
the title Soul School, man, has like a ring to it.
Oh, I know,
Like,
right?
I can even picture it like just Soul School on like shirts with like cool design and everything
Yeah,
already.
no doubt.
So you guys definitely.
I'd love to do that.
You guys definitely got some catchy, thing going on right there, man.
Word.
Along with some catchy melodies. And
Yes,
you
sir.
guys did a few tracks for the Hip Hop Scholars Volume 1, which I believe you're saying is off of that label that you guys have been working with.
Uh-huh.
And when is that coming out? Is that release already out?
Yeah, we actually released that back in November.
In November?
Yeah, and but it didn't get released on iTunes until sometime in January. I think it was early January. But it is on iTunes, so if y'all want to go cop that, we'd appreciate it for sure. But if you type in The Hashassins, you won't find it for some reason, so you just gotta type in Hashassins. Or you can type in Hip Hop Scholars Volume 1. and you'll find us on there. It's only $5, so it's a good price.
Absolutely,
And
man.
incredibly dope hip hop, no doubt.
Absolutely, and you can hear some of the tracks on the Hashassins SoundCloud.
Yep.
Along with a single that I recently heard, which I really like, "Lost in My Thoughts."
Oh, Lost in My Strange Thoughts?
Lost in My Strange
Yeah,
Thoughts.
that's one of our most popular tracks.
A very dope track, and I was going
Thank
to
you.
ask you, if this is too personal, it's all good, you don't have to like speak about it on air, but man, at what time when you guys like made that track, you guys put a lot of feeling and expression into it, like no doubt, like during the time of your lives, like what would you say, like what kind of scenario were you in, what kind of situation, like the feelings that you were feeling, what made you write that track?
Well, actually, at the time, we were, me and Will, we graduated in the same year, and we were getting really close to graduation.
Yeah.
So there was a lot of feelings going on and stuff, and Will decided to go out to Boston, so I had that going on, and I was sticking around here, and also my girlfriend Bridget was she goes out to Keene State, and she graduated a year before us actually. So at the time I was feeling like, and those are my two like. You know what I mean? Like, my two confidants and stuff like that, Like,
yeah.
They're my best friends, really. And, so I was a little nervous on, like, how I was gonna, like, react, like, when they both, like, moved out to, like, to go to school and stuff. And, I wrote about that in the track. So that's how I was feeling. And Willie was also reminiscing on, like, a little bit of his, I think in that track, he reminisces a little bit, not to talk for him, but he reminisces a little bit on his high school days, just a little bit. And I think he was feeling, like, excited to move out there and get things going with school.
Absolutely, man, and you can hear that throughout the lyrics. The lyrics tell the story.
Yeah, for sure.
And it's a very dope track. It's dope production, man. You collaborate a lot with Shepherd, man.
Oh yeah, shout out to Shepherd. That's our main dude right there, out in New York.
And man, what other like artists does he like produce for?
He actually, well, one of our favorite unsigned artists that we really mess with is Fortes. I don't know if you've ever heard of him or not. But he's out in New York. He's he's actually one of Styles P's like real good friends.
Oh, good.
And he's on a track with Styles P and Busta Rhymes.
Hell yeah.
And Noriega.
All right.
And it's pretty dope. It's called On Dog. So if you want to check that out, so he works with Fortes a lot, and he's for some big names that he works with. He's worked with Childish Gambino.
Oh yeah.
Of course, everyone knows Ariana Grande. He worked on one of her albums doing the drum programming because he's like real nice with the drums, and he has record labels hitting him up and stuff to do the programming for the drums. And that's our main dude right there.
Straight up, man. You guys collaborated with him on quite a few tracks, man.
No
It's
doubt,
dope. And you can hear tastes of that production on you guys' SoundCloud as well.
For sure.
And going back to Lost in My Strange Thoughts for a quick second, that could kind of lead into the track That Love by you, man. One of your singles coming straight from Sincere, y'all.
Yes,
could you tell us a little bit about that track? You really pretty much tell your definition of what love is, man.
Yeah, pretty much. It's like a real positive track. It's about how love is important and like what love can do for you and like just what love is really, like you said.
100%, man.
Yeah.
You heard it from the man himself, Sincere, man. And here it
No
is.
doubt.
This is That Love, produced by Shepherd for Sincere from the duo The Hashassins.
Yes, sir. Enjoy.